A 7.1 magnitude earthquake hit eastern Japan on Saturday. The epicenter was located in a coastal town 60 miles from Fukushima. The quake triggered landslides and uprooted entire sections of major highways in the country. At least 48 injuries were reported. Officials say this is an aftershock from a deadly 9.0 earthquake that devastated Japan nearly 10 years ago.
All right, time for a final check of the all-important AccuWeather forecast with more ice on the way, Chris.
Yeah, and there's a couple rounds. We've got some ice tomorrow morning, and then there's a bigger round tomorrow night, and then there's more ice and snow as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. As the hits just keep coming, the pattern will quiet down the following week. Not this week coming up, the next. So we just got one more week to get through, and then things should begin to settle down. With that said, let's talk about the first of several waves heading this way. And in anticipation, National Weather Service has issued an ice storm warning now. Far western counties, it includes the Poconos, the Lehigh Valley, and western portions of Chester, Upper Bucks, and Montgomery counties. Everybody else is under a winter weather advisory, so lighter amounts of ice expected across the I-95 corridor. More significant amounts of icing will take place in the ice storm warned area. So National Weather Service is saying, hey, if you don't have to travel Monday night, don't. Stay indoors and just kind of let this ice push on through. We all saw what happened yesterday in South Jersey and Delaware, and that was just 1/10 of an inch of ice. This could be much, much higher out there. So this could be 2 or 3 times as bad as what we saw in South Jersey yesterday. There's that much moisture with this. We've been talking about this for several days. It's a southern storm. It's coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico. It is moisture loaded. So it's going to travel into this cold air that's going to be locked in across the far western counties. On a positive, at least we got above freezing today. It's 35 degrees right now in Philadelphia. For the first time in 3 days, we managed to get into the mid-30s. Millville 34, Dover 34, Reading checking in at 36. So wave number 1 is starting to approach the area now from the south. You can see the rain down here across the Virginias and the Carolinas. So this is going to swing through overnight tonight, after midnight, and through the early morning hours tomorrow. There's going to be some cold air locked in here across the coastal plain. The rain moves in. That rain will freeze on contact with the frozen ground. So expect some icy patches tomorrow morning. The sidewalks, very similar to yesterday. Secondary roads, driveways, things like that, going to be very icy. We have a slip and fall risk. Windshields are going to be icy. It took Walter and I almost 20 minutes to scrape all that ice off our windshields yesterday evening as we were driving home. So I don't think it's going to be that bad tomorrow morning, but there's still going to be some ice on the windshields. This is round number 1. Again, after midnight, it slides through. It's an I-95 corridor special here. That's where we're going to see the freezing rain. Interior South Jersey and maybe lower portions of Montgomery and Bucks counties. Rain for the coast. Very, very light stuff, but as we've been mentioning for days now, it does not take a lot of ice to create a real big problem on the roads. We catch a break during the afternoon, and then the main event arrives. This is going to get in here right around nightfall. You can see the freezing rain across the far western counties, the I-95 corridor. Look where the snow is. It's past the Poconos. It's in the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area. So the cold air is really, really shallow, but it's right there at the surface. That's where we're going to get the problems here. It's rain for the most part in South Jersey and Delaware. Even the areas that start out as ice here will eventually go over to rain as this storm gets going. So a general idea looks like this. South Jersey, Delaware, this is an all-rain event. Right there along the I-95 corridor. Maybe we see some freezing rain for an hour or so, then it should go over to rain, and it's going to be in this area here, the darker shade of blue, the far western counties, the Lehigh Valley, as well as the Poconos, I-78, in between I-78 and I-80. That's where we're going to see a significant amount of ice, the snow being way up here to the north across upstate New York. Future tracker showing the ice accumulation, minor event here in the immediate Philadelphia area, but getting more moderate to significant across the far western counties. So let's break this down for you. We're going to go section by section. Far western counties first. Ice storm warning. Freezing rain arrives late in the afternoon on Monday. Moderate icing is possible Monday night into Tuesday morning. Dangerous traveling conditions setting up. Untreated surfaces will become very slick and slippery. For the I-95 corridor, freezing rain developing Monday evening at the onset. Should quickly go over to rain, though. There still could be some icy patches out there. That rain will be heavy at times, ending quickly Tuesday morning, And then for the Jersey Shore, this is an all-rain event. The rain will arrive Monday night. Temperatures are well above freezing. We're talking about numbers probably pretty close to 40 degrees. So there's no freezing rain involved in this. Some of that rain will be heavy at times Monday night. It's out of here very, very quickly Tuesday morning. The exclusive active with a 7-day forecast. So then once we get through this, we've got another one coming in here. Wednesday night into Thursday. It'll be in the form of snow to start, then over to ice, and then eventually rain. Could be several inches, though, on the front end. 37 degrees, 44 Friday. Next weekend, at this point, looks nice and quiet with highs above freezing. Guys?
I think we earned it at this point.
Yes, we have.